sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And the Bears first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
First down, Bears.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a toss for Swift left side. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Carlos Santos on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 39-yard line.
And Jackson going to run again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
In punt formation for the Ravens.
And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing is Williams. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they've watched the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's third down and 12.
This time Jackson will throw it. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Pushing through the contact. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
6 yards to go.
To throw, Williams. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That is a big fella, Nabi Matabike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead. But they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Ravens at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And the running lanes it's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Jackson will throw again. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Dances by him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Williams. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
To throw, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up
Back to throw again. He's got this complete to Burton. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Santos' kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Bears 3.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Jackson now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
And for Jackson, this may be a free play.
Bears.
To the outside, complete. That's Flowers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the Bears 20.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
A 41-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Shifts past him at the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3.
Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Jansen hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Jackson running again. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Working to put a drive together. Swift to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get fair, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the option, here's Henry. And able to get this to the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Third and 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by every margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw, Williams. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air once more, Williams. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down, Chicago.
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll fake the give, now Williams. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Swift going to try up the middle. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he stopped immediately there. Now 2nd and 9.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good. Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking corps.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on it the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 2. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 9 yards.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the